At 32, Lisa has endured years of excruciating stomach cramps and heavy bleeding during her periods. She knew it wasn't normal, but has accepted it and her monthly forced sick days as her fate. After all, her mom and sisters experienced the same. It was only after she collapsed at work and needed 4 blood transfusions to recover that she began to ask questions. By then, her fibroids had grown so large, they were causing her severe anemia. The doctors maintained that to treat her, they would need to remove the fibroids. They gravely advised her that if the surgery was more difficult than they expected when they eventually started the operation, she may end up losing her womb. She was shocked, and she's begun to ask for alternative options. After all, she's still so young and is yet to have any children. There must be other ways, mustn't there? Lisa's story is far too common among some women, especially those of Black African, Afro-Caribbean, or African American background. We need more research on fibroids. However, we know that Black women are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop fibroids than white women. Black women are also 3 times more likely to delay seeking care, leading to severe complications like anemia, infertility, having a hysterectomy. In this video, we'll explore why this delay happens and how we can empower women to close this gap. Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvia, a general practitioner and health educator with AskAwayHealth. Fibroids are benign growths of the muscle of the womb. They are common in women of childbearing age. It is thought that by menopause, fibroids are present in over 70% of women. This number is believed to be close to 80 or even 90% for Black women. Fibroids can be asymptomatic in many women, that is, no symptoms present. But 3 in every 10 women with fibroids do have symptoms. From heavy menstrual bleeding, painful cramps and back pain, painful sex, bladder or bowel problems, challenges with fertility, and more. There are several interrelated reasons why women appear late to modern medical services for help with fibroids. Let's talk about cultures that bring stigma with certain medical complaints. There are, to this day, taboos around discussing reproductive health in families or communities. Some families accept symptoms like very heavy periods or period pain that really gets a woman down as just being part of being a woman. And just as with Lisa at the start of this video, the culture imposes a mantle of endurance on women, forcing them to live with conditions that seriously affect their quality of life. Now, that huge problem then intersects with medical mistrust and bias that is woven into existing systems. Women remember historical events like unethical medical experiments in Black people, forced treatments like sterilizations, or being segregated to receiving low-quality drugs is another example. But what about the modern experience? Assuming that Black women bear pain better and so under-treating a woman because she is Black, or promoting options like hysterectomies first over womb-conserving treatments like mammectomy or uterine arch embolization by some clinicians. With this knowledge and experience, women become hesitant to approach modern medical services for fear of being gaslit or judged, for example, told you're overreacting or receiving sub-quality treatments. As if these challenges are not enough, there are several barriers to receiving healthcare for Black women in different places, different countries around the world. Typical examples are finances, lack of funds, the availability of treatment close to where they stay, transport issues, and so on. A frequent concern for many women is, I can't afford the surgery, so why would I bother going? A huge consideration is knowledge, because fibroids thrive in misinformation. Being unaware that fibroids can be treated or that their symptoms are abnormal is one aspect of this. There are widespread beliefs around natural and alternative treatments for fibroids. Some of them are outrightly false, while others hold little evidence for being as effective as they're believed to be. Well, certainly more work is needed to examine different herbs or natural options to determine really what impact they have on fibroids. However, to date, no effective methods have been found to replace myomectomy or hormone drugs in treating fibroids. Despite this, these medical options I've mentioned, of course, have their side effects and limitations, and it's important that we acknowledge that. Some natural options may indeed help manage some symptoms of pelvic pain and heavy bleeding with fibroids. But to accept the misinformation that herbal remedies will shrink fibroids and so you have no need for a doctor, that can lead women to delay long before they seek help. And at that point, they may already have started to experience complications. Despite these intersecting issues, there are things we can do as individuals, families, communities, and systems. First, educate. Educate. This refers to young girls, general practitioners like myself, surgeons, and everybody in between. Health awareness cannot be a blanket approach, though. It must be community-led and appropriate to any woman's culture. 2. Train specialists, including getting clinicians to listen without bias and offer holistic options. For example, a myomectomy or uterine embolization versus hysterectomy, if that's indicated. Include mandatory bias training in medical schools. 3. System changes are long overdue. Perhaps mobile clinics may be helpful in some areas where the access to care is challenging. Or fibroid screening to identify cases early and provide support may bring significant cost savings to both the country and individual economies. And of course, more research, more advocacy. Questions about natural treatments will continue, and we've got to answer them honestly. Additionally, women should be empowered to advocate for better healthcare treatments. What do you think? Are there any reasons you feel Black women appear late that I've missed out in my list? Or do you have any thoughts about ways we can bring about much needed change? Let me know in the comment section. Also, some of you might find it helpful to use my questions to ask a doctor checklist. Get your free copy. The link is in the description box for this video. Don't forget to give it a like and of course check out this one next. I'll be waiting to see you over there.